fire. Through the ashes we will climb. The dust will settle. We will not. All together we will rise. We will rise. We will rise.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. So this one I'm really excited to show you because one of the first lightsabers, not the first one, maybe like the third or fourth, but way back when I started collecting lightsabers, I needed to get my hands on a Starkiller lightsaber. The Force Unleashed games were incredible. I loved playing those games. And really, I don't know how they haven't yet made a show or an animated series or something with Starkiller's story in it, because let's face it, we have Sam Witwer. He could be live action Starkiller. And we all got to see him put together this lightsaber, which is one of my favorite shots. You know, all those pieces of the lightsaber just kind of coming together. But I thought that was so cool to see all of these pieces come together. And over the years on this channel, this is now the third version of this particular Starkiller. There was this one from Force Unleashed 2, which was only on the cover of the box art. It wasn't actually in the game, which is kind of a shame because that's a really cool lightsaber. So I want to thank Vader Sabers for sending this lightsaber on over. I'll put a direct link and discount code for you down in the description if you want to check this out, and everything else that Vader Sabers has to offer, including my very own lightsaber exclusively at Vader Sabers, the Duality. Definitely head on over there and check that out. We only made 100. I'm not 100% sure if we will do another run after these last few are sold. So I'll put a link to that down below, and don't forget to use my discount code to save a couple of bucks on that as well. Now, before we dig into this bad boy, if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please help the channel out simply by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification button. 73% of my viewers are not subscribed. The best way to help support the channel is simply by hitting all those little buttons down there, and it's free, so why not, right? And for all the viewers that are back for another video, thank you so much for hanging out. Let's dig on in to this unboxing. So this comes in a beautiful long wooden box with all of the symbols right there on the front. This one is a long box because it comes with a blade. If you want to save a few bucks and not get the blade, you can just get the smaller box, which is going to be an incredible display to put your lightsaber in. So if you're like me and you have a bunch of 1-inch lightsaber blades laying around, save yourself a few bucks and get the smaller one. All right, let's dig this bad boy out. Right in the center here, I mean, the detail on this one versus the other ones I have is incredible. It has a little bit more weight, but this is all custom weathered by Russell from Vader Sabers himself. This also comes with sounds from Kyberphonic with all custom programming for the Profi board. So if you do like all of this, all of the weathering and everything, and all the sound fonts that I'll show you, you can only get this exact version at Vader Sabers. And I'll show you what else it comes with really quick. We got a couple of these little screwdriver guys, little Allen keys and stuff. We have our USB-C charging cable, a couple of white fancy gloves. And then we have one of these turbine style blade plugs here. It's slightly different than the other turbines that I've seen in the past. And it actually looks kind of cool, but I'm not sure if I would use this particular version. But honestly, that does look pretty darn cool in there. And you have a full manual and everything to run your Profi board right there. And you'll get one of these acrylic stands. And when you put that together, it'll be like that. There we go. Really nice. And this one has a blade included. This is a 32-inch, 1-inch diameter blade. And they also teamed up with Kyberphonic to offer a small sound pack. So let's see a couple details here so I get all this info right. You can actually get this empty if you just want to display it. So if you want to add in the Profi, which is the one we're taking a look at here, you can click on that. Blade size for me is usually 32, and it looks like you could also pick if you want the wood case or not. Customization, weathered, and so here is the sound pack, it looks like, for Kyberphonic. So down here, Profi details, this does come with 25 pre-installed fonts. And if you want to add on the Kyberphonic, the Force Unleashed config files pre-installed for an additional 25 bucks, and it looks like you get these 3 sound fonts. So I think that's a great deal. You'll get the Force Unleashed sound fonts from Kyberphonic, and they'll be pre-installed for 25 bucks. So our total with this custom weathering here, case, the 3 additional Kyberphonic fonts, we're looking at $774. All right, now let's take a look at some of these details here, because this lightsaber is beautifully, beautifully put together. So this one is all weathered up, as you can see. So all up here, you can see all that beautiful, beautiful heat staining, from blues to the purples that go into the ambers and yellows right here, all the way around. Just a stunning, stunning heat staining job. That is not paint. Russell actually takes these apart and cooks them with a torch. This is real heat staining. Now we've seen, heat staining on a lot of lightsabers, but they're so stylized. Every one of them will be exactly the same, which is fine too. But given the fact that this is all natural, real, cooked heat staining, every one of them will be a one of a kind. So you won't get 2 that 100% match in burn marks. You might get some that are a little bit more vibrant in color, some that are a little bit more darker in black. And this one here that I was sent has just, I feel like it's a really nice balance. But honestly, this is a beautiful, beautiful job here. Really loving this. And this is one of the first ones now that have a much thinner neck here, like the video game did. The other versions that we'll take a look at in a second weren't so thin over here. And one version, they kind of like used this whole idea as a template, but changed a lot of things. And so far, this right here is the most accurate one I have seen so far to date. Let's move on down to the grip area. All of these grip sections, they're all weathered on the sides. All the high spots have been taken down. You can see all the paint worn off all around the edges, all the dirt and grime in the corners here. That more copper looking band right there. We got your CoverTech clip, and let's dig on into this, and then I'll show you the crystal really quick. We do have a removable chassis with a kill switch, 18650 battery, and USB-C charging port right there. Now this doesn't have any pins or steps over here, so you don't have to worry about the direction you put this back into the hilt itself. You can kind of just pop it on in. Now, this is the section that everybody is in love with. Obviously, this is inspired by the Graflex, but having this exposed crystal here has always just been something that attracted so many of us to this lightsaber. I mean, how awesome is that? That crystal looks incredible. This is truly the best version of this crystal chamber that I have seen so far.
You can never escape me. I let you live.
These are all nice brass pieces over here. This thing is beautifully constructed. Let's see what we're weighing in at. All right, we're looking at 1 pound, 11.3 ounces, and 775 grams. So this has a nice weight to it, but it's not overly heavy. Now this is a 2-button Profi, so we have our activation switch on top there, auxiliary. Now some of you asked me if I could do a comparison between the new version here and a couple of the old versions, which are on the market still right now. So let's just go from the top here. The newest version is coming in about 13¼ long from the top of the emitter. And this is the TXQ version. This is coming in at about 12¼ there. And this is the LGT, the Xenopixel. This one is coming in at about just a hair short of 11½ inches. So this new Profi is the longest and heaviest of all of them. So a little thing about this one, this is the LGT, the Xenopixel. This is actually an older one. This was the Xeno V2, which you can get them in Xeno V3s now. But this is not how this came. I did all of this weathering on this myself. It did not come with the silver band here. It was just all black. And it also did not come with this copper band here. I had to paint that on. And I also believe it did not come with this black band here either. I had to paint that on as well. And I did all of the weathering. And it kind of had these really kind of weird thumb screw things here rather than these nice greebly sections with this little jewel here, which has some shine through, and on the back here. Like, this just looks real. This looks realistic. And also on the inside, it had a very, very tiny little nubbin of a crystal. And it also doesn't have a CoverTech wheel, so there's no way to put this on your belt. All right, let's move on over to another one that we recently reviewed. This is the TXQ1. Wasn't really as accurate to the inspiration of the Graflex. You could see that this has a totally different angle over here, and this part was not thin at all. It was pretty much just the tube down the middle, but still a very nice version. It did come pre-weathered like this. This is aluminum black weathering. And you can also see here that it did not include the copper band. The crystal chamber area, however, was pretty decent. It had a nice size crystal in there, not really too big, not too small. It had a little bit of a design going to the crystal, but it was missing more of that look from the video game. And it also doesn't have a CoverTech wheel, so there's no way to put this on your belt. And just moving on over to this one, you can see this pretty much has every element and every inspiration of that original video game prop. We do have that more Graflex inspired top here. You know, like this lightsaber looks like it was just a Graflex kind of chopped and cut open, and little control box was added onto it, you know, and that's kind of what this other one was missing. And even this, it had that look, but it was missing that little band around here that I had to paint on myself. But this is everything. All right, let's see what we got here.
I let you live.
Starts at blue, and then when you swing it, it's going into like a yellow or a white. Isn't that cool? I like that. We'll just kind of bang through a few of them so you can get an idea of what's on here. The whole war going on in there. Oh, wow. Sounds so good.
I don't fear you, Jedi.
Cal, Kestis. The dark sword.
Oh, love that. Sounds great too.
Luke Skywalker. All right, Chewie, since I fought with a student. I'll try not to disappoint you.
I need to show you this one like this because this one's awesome. Ah, so nice. Sounds great. And I always love when there's a power font included. That way you know exactly where your battery level is. All right, my friends, that is the brand new Starkiller lightsaber from Vader Sabers, fully customized and weathered. A big thank you to Vader Sabers for sending this on over and doing all of this amazing weathering work on this lightsaber. I'll put a direct link and discount code if you want to check this out and everything else that Vader Sabers has to offer right on down below. Drop on down below in the comments and let me know what you think of this new Starkiller lightsaber. And before you head on out, do help support the channel by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification button down below. That will really help me get through the YouTube algorithms. I have a lot of lightsabers and 6-scale figures that I don't think you're going to want to miss. All right, I will see you all in the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.